welcome to the stage, Mike Zakarian.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the NBA on this Thursday morning. We get a busy one today. We had some exciting games last night. We had some duds of some basketball games. We have this today is the last Dawg Bowl qualifier on Underdog, so it's your last opportunity to punch that ticket to Los Angeles, which is next week. That's right, next Friday. Next Friday we will be in Los Angeles for the Dawg Bowl. Very excited to participate in that. But for today, what we'll do is we'll go over last night's stuff and then dive in, do a couple drafts as well, kind of talk through tonight's slate, and then, we'll get going. We have one more NBA bit this week. We'll be back tomorrow, and then live before lock tomorrow as well. If it's your first time here, do me a favor, like the video, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, rate the podcast, do all the things. Who do we got in the chat this morning? The common man letting us know. Happy birthday to Keaton Wallace, one of the Wallace bros. Craig Porter Jr., if you know, you know. And the Mavs legend, Rolando Blackman. Let's go. A little Rolando season. We got Matic Auto smoke some. Sneeps went to work today and got sent home immediately. Is that because you're still sick, bro? Is that because you're still sick? And then we got Stubbs in the chat. Hey, let's a quick shout out to me and Stubbs right now. Just a quick shout out to me and Stubbs because we're gonna go over to Splash Sports for a second, which again we'll have. Let's actually just go to this. Like we'll do it like this right now. We have another contest over there tonight. By the way, we're still alive in the Survivor contest. But if we go to last night's, let's look at our boys. Although they haven't paid us yet. Let's look at me and Stubbs here. You see, I'm in first place. We got a Jokic, J.A., Guy Santos, Moses Moody, Ty Jerome, and A.A. Ron Wiggins, and then Stubbs in a third place, little third place finish. So, congrats to both Stubbs and myself. Let's just dive in. Let's dive in. Oh yeah, Sneeps, you gotta stay home. Can't get those people sick around you, bro. Come on. Come on, Snapes. Glad you're home, though. Feel better soon, dude. Let's go to last night's stuff. Let's start with Thunder and Pistons. That was the first game of the night last night. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see this a little bit. Pistons got a W. Saw a lot of people overreacting a little bit to this W, I thought, where everyone was like, dude, Cade is in the MVP conversation. We did a show on it last week, but I liked the idea that the Thunder on a back-to-back mass resting and keeping it competitive, but eventually losing on the road to the Pistons. And everybody's like, dude, see, Detroit's legit, bro. Took down the champs. It's like, yeah, you took down Jay Will, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, Cason Wallace, and Isaiah Joe, who also got hurt in this game and didn't return. He only played 14 minutes. But I don't want to take anything away. It was a good bounce-back win for the Pistons after losing that game to the Spurs. They moved to 43-14. Cade was good, man. 11 for 16 from the field. After he bounces back from that 5 for 25 shooting night with 11 for 16. Went from 5 makes to only 5 misses. 29-13. Still had 8 turnovers in this one, but 6 stocks, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. That's pretty fun. And then Jalen Duren, he was just too much body, right? No Chet, no Ihart, so Jalen Duren went off. He also only missed 5 shots, 12 for 17 for the field, 29 and 15. The Asar Thompson minute thing was a little bit better last night. He had 5 stocks, played 28 minutes, but a good W for them. On the OKC side, whenever you get mass rest stuff like that, one thing that is really fun is you just get a full Jalen Williams game. And not J-Dub, but it's J-Will. And J-Will was awesome last night. He helped me get most of my money back after not having any Sengun. J-Will saved me a little bit. But J-Will in 35 minutes had 30 points and 11 boards. Also had 4 dimes, 9 for 14, knocked down 5 triples, which is pretty impressive. And then Aaron Wiggins poured in 20 and 6, Cason Wallace 23 and 5. Thunder just need to get healthy, man. They stole that win from Toronto, and I think they just kind of were like, listen, I know we're on where it's a nationally televised game. I know, like, we're under investigation for tanking early or doing a mass rest earlier, but they rested Chet after getting that W in Toronto. We're going to talk about Toronto here in a second because Toronto might be in panic mode. And shout out Honey Badger, man, the power duster, because he knew early that Toronto was fraudulent against good teams. And I didn't buy the OKC one the other night, and then they did it again last night. But anyways, Detroit gets the W. They moved back up to 5.5 games over everybody else in the East, so good for them. Yeah, let's do that Toronto game now, because, man, they blew. What was the tweet I saw? I think I bookmarked it. I believe this was their, gosh, eighth. It was at eighth. Let me see if I hope I bookmarked it. I did not. Damn it. It's like their eighth double-digit fourth quarter lead that they've blown or something like that. Something crazy. Something crazy like that. But the Spurs come back, and after like a pretty bad performance from almost everybody on this team, right? They win 110-107. Fox had 20 in this. I don't remember the last time we've seen a Wemby game like this. Like, he had 5 blocks and a steal, which is fun. 3 for 12 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3. He only had 12 points and 8 boards. Like, if you just look at that box score, you probably think Toronto walked away with a win here. Vassell's been hot from 3. He went 5 for 6. He had 21 in this one. Castle 13 and 5. And then Dylan Harper, one thing just to point out, Harper was playing well, man. He got 29 minutes. I thought that was pretty good. 15, 7, and 5 for him. It was something to monitor if those minutes like keep creeping up, but Toronto just didn't have it. Like, Scotty Barnes definitely playing through a quad injury. Like, he's not 100% right now. He had 15 and 5 turnovers in this one. IQ had 20 and 4. Brandon Ingram had a double-double, 20 and 11. RJ 12 and 7. Toronto falls to 34 and 25, and I believe they are like 1 and 12 now against the best teams in the league, or something crazy like that. I don't know, but that's pretty frustrating on the Toronto side of things, because you want, you're sitting there in that 5-6 seed, right? And like, hey, maybe we do have some like playoff aspirations here, and this feels like I would be. Whoever is the team that plays them in the first round is going to be pretty happy with that matchup. I don't think anybody's going to be bummed that they're squaring up against Toronto in the first round. And the Spurs here, with the win and a Thunder loss, and we'll look at it more closely after we get through all those games, are like the 1 seed is in sight, especially if this Thunder team stays injured. SGA, they're supposed to reevaluate, could be back for their next game. But if SGA is going to miss more time, I mean, that Spurs 1 seed is legit on the table right now. Let's keep moving along. We'll do, let's do the Cavs, because the Cavs dropped a game last night too. And Cavs did a mass rest day. The news of the day was #HardOn. James Harden broke the tip of his thumb, just the tip. Says he's going to play through the injury, though, right? No surgery or anything like that. Doesn't expect to miss a ton of time. I thought it was wild, right? They ruled out Spida, and so I was like, man, they ruled out Donovan Mitchell, and they listed then Mobley on the back-to-back, of course, and James Harden just questionable. I was like, is Harden really going to play through this? Yeah, and he did. Yeah, regulator said his 10 games the longest win streak in the NBA. I'm actually not sure. It's a good question. But anyways, Harden ends up getting ruled out. Jared Allen was awesome, man. 27 points, 11 boards, 3 stocks. Dennis Schroeder moved into the starting lineup. He played 35 minutes, man. 26 and 5. You had Tyson got into the starting lineup. He had a double-double, 14 and 10, but just not enough. And Milwaukee, like, I refuse to believe in it, but they, like, low-key have been playing a little bit better. Miles Turner has still been bad as they've been playing good, but KPJ had 28 and 5. You had 18 and 9 from Rollins, 15 from AJ Green, 17 from Kuz. Like, everybody was in double figures for the starters. Ousmane Dieng played third. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Jericho Sims with a double-double off the bench, and then Bobby Portis with 10 and 5. But, yeah, like, quickly, man, if you look at Milwaukee, they are now, I think they're 8 and 2 in their last 10. They're now just a game back behind the Hornets and a game and a half back behind the Hawks. And so apparently Giannis is ramping up. Are we going to see the Greek Freak, Mr. Antetokounmpo? Is he coming back? That kind of makes the play-in a little bit interesting, right? With Atlanta, we're going to talk about them in a little bit. Jalen Johnson got hurt the other night. So if there's no JJ for an extended period of time, which I actually don't think that's going to be the case, he's questionable tonight. Could we see Milwaukee sneak back in? And then all of a sudden you get to the play-in. I don't think anybody's believing in Miami or Atlanta or Orlando for that matter. If Milwaukee's able to snag one of those teams, that's kind of interesting. I don't think they make a real threat in the postseason or anything like that. But, I mean, hey, congrats, Detroit Pistons. You're the 1 seed, and now you have to deal with Giannis Antetokounmpo and this newfound Bucks team who apparently is good at basketball again. The late game, man. I was excited for this one, excited to stay up and watch, especially because it was on an island. I was hosting trivia last night, so I got home. It's the only game on. I'm like, yes, let's enjoy some Celtics Nuggets. Fun first half, kept it close. And then the altitude and the legs on the back-to-back really caught up to the Celtics as they only scored 36 points in the second half, man. 36 points in the second half. They just had nothing left in the tank. It was so clear. Like, two things were happening, right? They rested Jaylen Brown on the Phoenix game, but Denver also was like the most rested team in the NBA. They like hadn't played in like 3 or 4 days, and so they rested JB, and JB looked okay, but they were playing really good defense. Considering there was no Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson, they threw a lot of different looks at JB, who was taking a lot of tough mid-range shots. And then on the other side, as I mentioned, no legs for the Celtics as it was brick city from 3, just couldn't get anything going. JB finished, look at this, 7 for 21 from the field. He had 23 and 11. Derek White for his little homecoming in Colorado, he had 20 and 6, 4 stocks. He was fun. But other than that, like 1 for 2 from 3 from Sammy, 4 for 9 from White, 1 for 6 from JB, 3 for 8 from Baylor, 0 for 4 from Vooch. The Vooch minutes have been tough. Vooch has had one good game against the Chicago Bulls, a little revenge spot. Outside of that, it's been kind of brutal. 1 for 7 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3 in his 23 minutes. Peyton Pritchard was 1 for 3 from 3. Harper Jr. 1 for 7. Like they just no legs, no Tim Legs, no Legler. And then also like Jamal Murray left this game 8 minutes in. Like, that's the other thing. They were without Jamal pretty much the whole game, out without Aaron Gordon, without Peyton Watson, and Denver was so desperate for this W, man. They've been struggling a little bit. Needed that win. And I think the Celtics, like, this was their 4th game on this West Coast road, 4th and last game on this West Coast road trip, and they go 3-1 on the trip. So, yeah, it looks bad. This was more of a schedule loss than anything else, I think. And Joe Mazzulla waved the white flag a little bit early into the 4th. But, Celtics go home now, and now the question is, does Tatum come back on Sunday? So they play Brooklyn on Friday at home, and then it's the 76ers on Sunday, and that's the game that was originally a regionally scheduled game at 6 p.m. Eastern, got moved to 8 p.m. Eastern, got also moved to NBC. So if it's not that game, then they then have like Charlotte on Wednesday the 4th, and then Charlotte on Wednesday, and then I think Dallas on Friday, but I feel like sharp money is on Sunday, the Sunday night return. So that'll be something to pay attention to. But anyways, good win for Denver. As I was saying, they absolutely needed it. You have the Golden State. We got 2 games left. Golden State and Memphis. Just ass all around, throwing ass. 133-112. Warriors get a W. They split their back-to-back between the Pelicans and the Grizzlies. Like, this is the starting 5. Guy Santos, Big Al, Moses Moody, the Pod God, and Will Rich, excuse me. Somebody named Malevi Leons was coming off the bench. You had Quentin Post, Gary Payton. I mean, like, I don't know. Gary Payton gave him 19 and 5 off the bench. Pod has actually been playing good ball. He's 19, 8, and 6. Guy Santos 17, whatever. Memphis did their best to have nobody play 30 minutes. They played, 10-man rotation. Nobody played more than 28 minutes. Javon Small and Taylor Hendricks leading the way. Gigi Jackson had a pretty good game, 24 and 8. Ty Jerome continues to be like super efficient in limited minutes, hit 22 and 5. But anyway, who cares about that game? And then last but not least, the Houston Rockets. Finally, bounce back spot. No Amin Thompson in this game. Alpy went nuts, man. Alpy went absolutely nuts in this one. Look at Goon, okay? Pants off, it's Goon time. In 32 minutes, he had 26 points on 9 for 13 shooting, 13 boards, 11 dimes, and 5 freaking stocks. Reed Shepard got the start with no amen, and he knocked down 7 triples. He took 16 of them. Let him fly, son. He had 28 and 4 in this one. And then Tyree Eason only played 21 minutes. I didn't see an injury. I don't know if that happened. My guess was this game was in hand, right? Because they outscored them by 11 in the first and then 16 in the second. So this game was in hand at halftime, and I wonder if they were like, hey, we're on the front end of a back-to-back. Let's just chill on Tari so he can play tomorrow, because normally he doesn't play those back-to-backs. And then kind of an off day. KD only played 28 minutes at 21 and 5, but he was fine. He was fine. And that was it for last night. That was the games. If we look at the standings here, and then we'll focus more of our attention on tonight's slate in the Dawg Bowl. So Pistons get a W, Celtics get an L, extend that lead here to 5.5 games. Celtics dropping that game, move the Knicks a half game closer, right? So they have a 1.5 game lead over the Knicks in the 2 seed from the 2-3 seed. Cavs dropping that game last night, just a half game back. The Raptors, they are now just a game and a half ahead of the Sixers in that 5-6 matchup. And then the Magic are, as bad as they've been, the Magic are still right there. Heat are right there. Hawks, Hornets, and then we talked about the Bucks. But the West, dude, the Spurs are 2 games back, bro. The Spurs are 2 games back from the 1 seed. Mitch in the chat says, my Cade Duran double dribble team with a new healthy Kuminga. Please make it through. That's live, Mitch. That is live. And Dan said you're worried about the Cavs with the heart injury. I think he's actually going to be fine. That does lower a little bit of the ceiling, but I suspect he's going to play through it. And maybe that, limits some of his individual ceiling, but I think they just need him to run offense a little bit. I'm not too concerned yet. Let's see how he looks the first time he plays and how many games he misses. But yeah, anyways, yeah, dude, Spurs are freaking just 2 games back from the 1 seed. And as I pointed out so many times, right, as the Rockets and the Nuggets are tied there in that 3-4, if you assume Denver catches Houston, right, and San Antonio catches OKC, that means a second round matchup of Denver and OKC, assuming they both win their first round matchups, is imminent. And that means OKC, again, as young as they are and as unplayoff tested as they are, they could avoid and only have to go through one of those 2 teams, and they would get to play them after they battled it out with each other. And I just think that 1 seed could be just so huge if they're able to catch them. I don't know. Rockets, though, right now, they're both like 7.5 games out. And then you get the Timberwolves 1 game behind Denver, the Lakers 1 game behind Minnesota, and then it's the Suns 2 games back, Warriors 2 games back behind them. I mean, it's just ass. The second half is just ass of the Western Conference. So let's look at tonight. Let's look at tonight because I think we've got some stuff we got to figure out. There's some tricky spots. To go through. So let's start with let's actually go. No, we'll just go in order. So the Hornets are playing the Pacers. Pacers are favored by. The Hornets are favored by 12.5 tonight. So Siakam's already doubtful. Spicy P is doubtful for this one. Should have taken that plus 1,000 bet for Bucks to make the play-in. That would have been fun, Trev. That would have been fun. But yeah, Siakam's doubtful. Nembhard's questionable, and Neesmith is out. Whether Nembhard plays or not, I don't think it matters. I'm not really getting there. I'll sprinkle in some Jarris Walker today, but that's about it. On the Charlotte side, Charlotte's pretty healthy, man. They're without Liam McNeely, and that's it. The Moose got loose in his first game back. He played 32 minutes in a game that kind of got out of hand. Charlotte did not play last night, and they don't play tomorrow night, so they should be relatively full. LaMelo, Miller, Kahn, Moosey Moose, all of those are fun. We have the Heat and the 76ers tonight. Sixers are favored by 1.5. Joel Embiid's probable in this one, still without Paul George, but I'm expecting Joel Embiid to go. I think he scored 27 points in 26 minutes against the Pacers the other night in his first game back since the All-Star break. He looked good. I think everybody's going to assume Maxey is a worse play now because Embiid is back, but that doesn't. It doesn't impact anything. So Embiid and Maxey both fire him up. VJ Edgecombe and Kelly and late on underdog is fine. I'm not getting there, but I get it. And then Miami, man, I don't know what to do with the Heat, bro. Davion Mitchell is questionable tonight. He missed a couple of games with that injury, or he left a game early, then missed the next game, then came back. Last game, I kind of think Davion's going to play. And when the Heat have just too many dudes. They have too many dudes. So, I can't get to Powell. I can't get to Wiggins. I just can't. I can't. And I would like to, but they just have too many guys. They have too many guys out there. Let's move a little bit faster because I want to get into some draft. You have the Hawks are favored by 10.5 against the Wizards. Okay, this has shifted 1 point down. So this is what we have to figure out. This is one of our first touch points of tonight. So Jalen Johnson left the game 5 minutes into it in this same game 2 nights ago, right? Wizards were in Atlanta 2 nights ago. That's where they are tonight. When this game on Tuesday, the Hawks were favored by 12.5. All right. The line opened tonight at 11.5, or today at 11.5. It's now 10.5. So I think that's just Vegas guessing if Jalen Johnson's going to go or not. I don't have a good read on it. I really don't. I don't have a good read. But Jalen Johnson currently going in the second round is spicy as hell. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I think, also has a questionable tag here. It already has a questionable tag, I think, right? Let me just double check Atlanta. I think that's and Risa Shea and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So if I kind of like just drafting Jalen Johnson, and then if he sits, I'll just swap to CJ or to Dyson maybe. Kuminga, Listen, Kuminga ran super hot, dude. He ran super hot. I'm not saying it's a bad play, but just keep that in mind. Like, he was great in that first game. He played 24 minutes, right? In the 24 minutes, he had 27.7 boards, 4 dimes, 2 steals, 45 fantasy points in 24 minutes. That's fire. Maybe he gets a few more minutes. I'd like it more if some of these guys sit tonight, but we'll have to wait and see. Washington, you can't play fucking anybody, man. Keyshawn George and Tristan Vukcevic are both questionable tonight, but I don't even think it matters. Like, if both of those guys are out, maybe you do a little Will the Thrill Riley or Alondas Williams, but I'm not touching it. Regulator in the chat says Koopy Flag has only played 5 games in February. Could someone else win rookie of the month for the West in February? All right, we're now at a point, man, where we're picking things that's like this is too specific for me, regulator. Dylan Harper. Maybe Dylan Harper's playing more minutes and he gets one. Speaking of the West, speaking of the Spurs, what a transition. San Antonio won a back-to-back against the Nets. They're favored by 12.5. Okay, I think a lot of sentiment in the community this morning is Victor Wembanyama going to sit tonight? So just because, right, he had a rough game last night against Toronto. They've got an easy matchup against Brooklyn. Markern's asking what's with Alondas. So, like, they played all of their guys last game. That's why he didn't get a lot of minutes. But I think they're planning on sitting Keyshawn and Vuk tonight. So he should play minutes tonight. I think, man. But who knows, dude? Washington's a mess. But anyways, I think people are assuming Wemby sits this one. And Wemby can only miss, I think, like 5 more games before he is disqualified from all the end of the season awards. He also had some comments about playing pretty poorly last night and being tired and the time zone shift messed him up or whatever. I kind of think he's going to play. He only played 27 minutes last night. So my guess is he plays right around there. Like, maybe they don't go full 32, but they play him like 26 to 28 minutes. And as regulator pointed out, man, Wemby can. This Brooklyn interior defense is not existent. They're MIA, dead on arrival. Like, Wemby in 25 minutes could pick up 10 stocks and have like 35 points. So, like, I'm still going to take Wemby number 2. Castle and Fox are both going in the 6th round on Underdog today. And I don't know. There's a couple other 6th round spots that I'm excited about. I think I always take Castle over Fox. I think it's fine. You can do it. On Brooklyn, I don't know what to do with the Nets here. So the Nets last game, right? They were completely healthy. They were in Dallas. They were on the road. Michael Porter Jr. and Nick Claxton only played 25 minutes apiece, right? 20 minutes apiece, excuse me. They're now at home and against a better team. So maybe we see MPJ go full. Maybe we see Claxton go full. Like they play a full 30 minutes or until it goes to blowout. I don't really know. I don't really know what to make of it. Claxton's a little bit more intriguing because he's cheaper. Michael Porter Jr. is going at like the end of the 3rd, beginning of the 4th round. I don't think I will do it. Regulators saying Harper will get 30 tonight. I just don't. So Harper played 30 minutes last night. I don't know if they play him full. I don't know. I like that call, though. I think that's fun. But anyways, I don't think I'm touching anybody on Brooklyn, but there it is. Rockets here. This game opened at 1.5 when I was writing it up this morning on Bagel with Locks, which, by the way, if you have not subscribed to go to Bagel with Locks, I will drop a link in the chat. Please go check it out. Go subscribe. Do all the things. But Amin Thompson is questionable. This is 1.5 when it opened. It's now 2.5. Amin missed last night's game. I pointed this out the other day, but he left the 4th quarter of that game against the Jazz, like 1 minute in. Looked like he moved a little funky, went to the locker room, then came back out to the bench. I don't know. I don't know if he plays tonight. Like, you could say, oh, we can beat the Kings without him, even though the Rockets lost to the Kings earlier this year. But maybe they thought that, and they were like, let's rest him on the front end. He'll play on the back end. I don't know. I think that's a true Q tag. Again, I mentioned Tari Eason only played 20 minutes last night, so I assume he goes. Orlando, they're still, for like the 75th straight freaking slate, Jalen Suggs is questionable again. I don't know. I'm not interested in Orlando. I don't want to do it, especially if Amin Thompson is back, man. It's not a great matchup. It's not a great matchup for anybody involved. It's a pretty low total. We can find some better spots. And speaking of those better spots, let's go to the Portland Trailblazers. Trailblazers favored by 4.5 tonight on the road in Chicago. Robert Williams missed the last game. He's questionable. We have Denny Avdi has already been ruled out. Yang Hassan, Yang Gang, I can't remember. Yeah, the rookie. He's also questionable. Klingon, The Bulls are without Patrick Williams is doubtful. Jalen Smith is out. Anthony Simons is out. Jaden Ivey's out. They have no big guys. It's going to be Yabusele. It's going to be Yabusele, maybe small ball with Buzelis. I don't know. Klingon should go absolutely nuts tonight. Absolutely nuts. With or without those Q tags on Time Lord and Hassan. Like, if those guys play whatever. But yeah, no Jalen Smith in this game. Like, Chicago's got no centers, man. He should go nuts. Klingon should go absolutely nuts tonight. Really like Klingon. Scoot Henderson's been playing 30 minutes. That's fun. Drew Holiday's been playing 30 minutes. I think if you want to get sneaky in the 6th round, Jeremy Grant's kind of interesting too. On the Chicago side, I don't think we can play anybody, man. There were some post-game comments from Buzelis last game where it was just like, Buzelis just sounds broken, man. They were asking him about getting shots up, like just where the field goal attempts, and he's just, like, you watch him, his thoughts like trail off. It was almost like we were seeing, like in a TV show where a character has like some internal dialogue that's going on. That's what it felt like. He's like, oh, I just want to win, man. I just want to win. We got to win. So Buzelis seems broken. I don't know what to do with that. Giddey, man, like, people are drafting him today. Listen, the minute restriction seems real. So since coming back, he's played 21 minutes, 27 minutes, 22 minutes, 25 minutes. I'm all set. I don't think I'm drafting anybody. I don't think I'm drafting anybody on this team. Like, you can make a case for Buzelis. He's going to play. He's going to be the one that plays the minutes. You could do it. I just don't know if I don't know. Maybe I got to rethink my Buzelis take. Sex God, Yabusele, Big Dick Nick Rich. No, thank you. No, thank you on this team. Yeah, you were saying sex. I just don't know. T. Gross in the chat says limited time drafting today, but shooting for the stars with the Dawg Bowl. Good luck, man. Good luck. Anyways, Kings and Mavericks. This is this right here. You want to talk about Dawg Bowl? This is the Tank Bowl. Sacramento Kings on the back end of a back-to-back. Here are some of the minutes that were played last night from the Light the Beam Bros. Also, Keegan Murray got hurt, did not return. He's questionable tonight. I would assume he doesn't play. DeRozan played 23 minutes. Russ played 25 minutes. Reneau played 28 minutes. Devin Carter was back. He played. No, I'm sorry. Devin Carter was. Okay, he was active, but was a DNP. Nick Clifford played 30 minutes. I kind of think we see maybe some funny business here. I don't know. I don't really know. Dallas is favored by 6.5. I'm not playing DeRozan or Russ. I'll tell you that right now. Not on the back-to-back. I'd be more interested in Reneau, and maybe, especially if Keegan misses too. That'd be kind of fun to get to some Nick Clifford again. I always just like Nick Clifford. Big stock upside. And then Maxime for sure. Dallas, dude, is fun. We're gonna like Dallas. Maybe some of my favorite plays tonight. So this is draft revenge. Former number 2 overall pick of the NBA draft, Marvin, my man Bagley, is now on the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks have ruled out PJ Washington, play the drop, Cooper Flagg, and Gaffy Duck. No Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall and Big Bags. Those are my 2 favorite plays, maybe of the slate. I just love it. Sign me up for Najee. Sign me up for Marvin Bagley. Bagley was a Zag plant this morning. I love it, man. I love it. I'm here for it. Sign me up. Sign me up for now. I don't think I'm doing anything else. You know, Brandon Williams is there. Chris Middleton has a Q tag. I prefer him to sit. We can have more fun if he sits. But yeah, Najee and Big Bags, baby. And then last but not least, we got 2 more games. Lakers and Suns. Lake Show has, 3 more games. Excuse me. Lakers have been pretty bad lately, man. But they get the Suns who scored 70-something points against the Celtics the other night. No Booker, no Goodwin, no Dylan Brooks, no offense. The Lakers defense does suck, though, so maybe we could get to some Jalen Green. Grayson Allen still seems to be on a minute restriction here, somewhere between 25 and 28. So maybe some JG, maybe some Gillespie, Colin G. On the Lakers, it's pretty easy. Can I just tell you, Kings played Killian Hayes on a 10-day. You hate to see it. Can I just tell you guys something? This is one of the most insane quotes that I've seen, and because we're talking about the Lakers, right? And I had to look to see if this was real. And now I'm actually going to check one more time before I share it so I don't look like an idiot. Let me just make sure it's a real link. It is a real link. Okay, there was a quote from David McMenamin of ESPN about DeAndre Ayton, all right? From DeAndre Ayton. Here we go. Ready for this quote? DeAndre Ayton on his way to the locker room after the Lakers lost to the Magic this week. They're trying to make me Clint Capella. I'm not no Clint Capella. That's a wild quote. One more time. Just one more. DeAndre Ayton on his way to the locker room. They're trying to make me Clint Capella. I'm not no Clint Capella. Meanwhile, Clint Capella. Like, come on, man. Me? Wow, that's a crazy, crazy stray on Clint Capella. And as Magikarp pointed out, that's like the second Capella stray in as many weeks. Right? Wasn't Capella receiving some alleged KD burner tweets? Also, how did that just go away? Is KD still not tweeting right now? Did they take his phone away? That's just wild. That's just a wild quote. We're not touching DeAndre Ayton. It's just Luka Magic. It's just Austin Reeves, and it's just LeBron James. Okay, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm pretty excited for this Pelicans Jazz game. Because the Jazz play defense like my 40-plus team, man. They don't. We also, has Adam Silver been studying the Donald Trump playbook? Did you see that? So Lowry Marketing got injured in practice. Has to go and undergo an MRI. I think that's happening today. He's listed as questionable for tonight. So that report comes out. The NBA immediately responds with, we're going to be sending our own doctor. They're going full Aaron Rodgers. They want to do their own research. That's crazy. I can't believe that's what we're doing here. There was reports saying, because I thought that was so funny, like Rick Carlisle, man, I love that man, dude. He's like the old head that has nothing else to lose anymore. So he's like, I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. And he was like, yeah, the NBA came and they were like testing Neesmith out and like basically just trying to say Neesmith should have to play like through this injury. And the NBA spokesperson responded being like, that is inaccurate. And it was so funny because their response, like less than 12 hours later, then we have this. Right? Their response being like, that's not what we thought happened. And then immediately they're like, we're sending our own doctor to Utah. Which is too bad, man, because Lowry in that last Houston game played 30-plus minutes. That was pretty exciting to see the minute restriction be lifted off of him. But anyways, him and Keontae are questionable tonight. I don't understand. There's no way Lowry plays, right? This feels like the James Harden Q tag from yesterday. James Harden has a broken thumb, and they're like, well, maybe he's going to play tonight. And like yesterday, they were like, Lowry needs to go do an MRI, but maybe he plays against the Pelicans? I don't think so. Yeah, Snoop Loop, I don't have enough info on this. Can you put it in the chat? He says, can we talk about the Jonte Porter stuff? He signed with the Seattle team, but what team? Is that like the big three? Like what Seattle's team was that? Anyways, back to this game. Keontae's questionable too, and I kind of got excited when I saw this Lowry injury because I was like, maybe they feel comfortable playing Keontae George now. Like they can't play both Keontae and Lowry 30 minutes together because maybe they end up winning games and they don't want to do that right now. But if there's no Lowry, no Nurk, no Triple J, maybe Keontae can start playing again. I don't know. He's questionable. If he doesn't go, like if Lowry and Keontae don't go, man, Kyle Filipowski, the groomed. Kyle's he's awesome. He's awesome from a fantasy perspective. He's going to run around and be great. And he's terrible at defense, which means Zion Williamson, baby. Zion Knight's back. DeJounte Murray, by the way, he's back. He played 24, 25 minutes in his return. Looked kind of fun. DeJounte looked fun. And now, I can tell DeJounte's back because he's wilding out on Twitter. He's like, we're looking at the play-in. We're trying to make the play-in. Okay. Trey Murphy's also out tonight. So is Yves Missy. You guys remember? Do you guys remember? And I'm guilty of this too. Do you guys remember a few weeks ago? We're like, you know what? Hey. I know that draft day trade was bad, okay? You shouldn't trade an unprotected first round pick for anybody. I know it's bad. But Derek Queen's been pretty good, man. You ever think about that? You ever think about maybe Joe Dumars and Troy Weaver are actually weaving together a gem with that trade? The last two games, DeAndre fucking Jordan is playing in the year 2026. DeAndre Jordan is playing more minutes than Derek Queen. Good trade. What's up, Patty? That's terrible, man. That's terrible. Put him in jail. That's terrible. And I don't, what are we doing? Why? What? And the only thing I can see Borrego doing here is they're like, hey, maybe maybe we're just trying to teach Queen a lesson, man. You don't get back on defense, DeAndre Jordan's going to play ahead of you. Like, how does DeAndre Jordan, because DeAndre Jordan's there to mentor, right? We need to mentor the young team, get a locker room presence in there. How do you mentor the guy when he's just stealing his minutes? I just can't believe it. Anyways, bigs against the Jazz, bigs against the Pels. Zion and Filipowski should cook. If everybody is out for Utah, sprinkle a little Bryce Sensabaugh. Don't think DeJounte's going to play enough minutes to matter tonight, but it's fun. It's fun. Okay, now the last game of the night on Prime. Kawhi Leonard's got a Q tag. Johnny Collins has a Q tag. I think Kawhi's playing. Collins, I think, is more 50-50. Benny Math has been cooking, huh? Mathurin for the Clips has been fun. Garland sounds like he's going to be back in the next couple of weeks, too, which is fun for them. And then on the Minnesota side of things, they're completely healthy. Minnesota's completely healthy. So there you go. Let's jump into a Dawg Bowl. Actually, let's build ranks over on Underdog, and then we will jump into a Dawg Bowl. Let's mess around with it. Kawhi Leonard is back. Regular, yeah. I mean, Kawhi's been questionable like almost every single slate this year, but he's been. I mean, actually, let me look that up. So the Clippers' record right now, right? What's their record? I know. Sorry, this looks funny, but their record right now is 27-30. So they've played 57 games. Ready? Kawhi Leonard has played 44 games. That's not bad. That's not bad for Kawhi. And most of it was during that like one stint where he missed a ton of time, right? All right, let's build some ranks. What kind of odds can we get for New Orleans to make the play-in? I don't know, dude. Save your money, man. Save your money. I think Milwaukee has a better shot of making the play-in than the Pelicans. Because, like, listen, I know the Pelicans aren't trying to tank, but neither are the Clippers. So they have to make up 11 games. They have to make up 11 games. They have to go undefeated the rest of the way. 11 games to catch the Clippers and the Blazers, which both of those teams want to be in the playoffs, or the play-in at least. The Clippers can't tank. Trailblazers aren't going to tank. So then they have to make up. So if you don't think those teams are tanking, they have to make up 14 games. They have 17 fucking wins, and they got to make up 14 games to catch the Warriors? They're not making the play-in. Sports are players sign. Players can to go to prison, college, student athletes. I don't know what's going on with the Jonte thing. Is Jonte actually going to prison? I didn't think he was going to prison. The USBL Superhawks, it's a new league. Okay, I don't know anything about it. Snoopaloop, don't get in your feelings today, okay? I don't have time for feelings. It's Dawg Bowl day. But you know what? I will do my own research, just like Adam Silver and Aaron Rodgers, and I will come back tomorrow with some Jonte Porter takes just for you, Snoopaloop. I even talked nice about the Bucks earlier. Relax, bro. All right, let's build some ranks. So I'm going to be honest. I'm a little bit nervous about Wemby at 2, but it's against Brooklyn. We're doing it. So Luka, Wemby, Maxey. I'm going Embiid here and then Kawhi. I'm putting Kawhi ahead of Ant. So I'm putting Ant 6. So that's the big move today was Embiid at 4, Kawhi at 5, Ant at 6. And then listen, I think you kind of just have to play Jalen Johnson in at 7. It's risky, but I think I want to do it. I don't want, and then I would go, honestly, this is what we're going to do, man. I'm going to go, no, we'll go Sengun, Zion, Klingon, and then Paolo. I want a lot of Zion and Klingon. I'm tempted to put Zion and Klingon ahead of them, but that's how I'm treating it right now. Tonight will be LaMelo's 50th game of the season. That's huge. When's the last time we've done that? All right, so that's the start there. That's our top 11. Over here, it's tough. I don't really know what to do here. I think I just kind of follow ADP, just go KD, LaMelo. I kind of want to do LeBron over Bam, but I think we just follow ADP for now. We'll go Randall over Amon Thompson. I don't really want to do the Michael Porter Jr. thing, so I think I'm going to have Kyle Filipowski ahead of him. Man, Onyeka's ADP is so high. I just don't think I can do that. What's that at 23, man? I don't think I can do that. Maybe we'll go Drew and then Michael Porter Jr., but I think we got to put Michael Porter Jr. ahead of Drew here. Hopefully we get a lot of Kyle. We'll go Brandon Miller and AR, then maybe Onyeka. I don't want the Bane stuff. I don't want Giddey. We're going to go Najee next, Benny Math. Honestly, I kind of want to put Najee up here. I kind of want to do that. I feel like Najee's going to go nuts tonight. So there we go. We'll do that. I'll rank Matas Bucelis even though I don't want to. So that puts us at 26, and we're also at ADP 30 already. I thought I already clicked Onyeka. I guess I didn't. We're not going to click Bane. I guess Rudy could go there. I don't think I want to do this stuff. I think I want to let's get Maxime Renaud. We could throw Siakam in there just for the Q tags, Lowry in there for the Q tags. That's fine. I do like Castle, Moose, Bags. We can throw those guys in there too. And let's throw Gillespie there for pick 36. There we go. Let's jump into Dawg Bowl. Let me catch up on the chat now. No, you're okay, Snoop. I should have done a mental health check anyways. Let's do a mental health check. But I'm just not going to do it, guys. And it feels good to not cave to the chat because I am the boss. Like I said earlier, I'm in charge today. I am in charge. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. I'm sorry. I just won't allow it. I will not allow it. All right, let's go. Let's get into this. We're drafting for the 6 hole again. Do we see another Vassell game? I mean, dude, the shooting's nuts right now, and it's not like we're scared of the Brooklyn defense. So I don't know if you can count on like 80% from 3, but sure, man. Depends what you need. I can't do it on I don't think I can do it in this contest, but if you're talking so rare, I mean, I think it's probably fine. It's probably fine on the so-rarians. Oh, all right. Who do we... I got to zoom in a little bit more. Can you guys not see that well? We have... All right, Magikarp in the 4. Ben Roethlisberger. Oh, wow. That piece of shit. You hear his, like, former teammates turning on him, too, which is good. Took a while, but we got there. Just a reminder, too, we'll have the NBA bit will be back tomorrow morning, live before lock in the afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern, back at our normal time. Maybe during that show, we can talk a little about the So Rare MLB announcements, too. I know they have a show later today. I think at like 11 or so. That's good. We're bleeding the clock early. That's fun. Man, this is going to be so tough. I really don't love doing... I think we're going to end up starting this team, Kawhi, depending on what Magikarp does here, but Kawhi and then Jalen Johnson. It just kind of sucks to double-click 2 guys that might not play. But I just think the opportunity cost, if Jalen Johnson was healthy, man, he'd be like pick 3 tonight. And you're getting him in the second round, you know? All right, there goes Embiid. Let's see what our guy RMJ does. The badgeless RMJ. Good luck out there, RMJ. Let's see. Take your time, boys and girls. Does Underdog... yeah, so the way it works, right? You get... Oh, Paolo. Fuck, you went Paolo. Oh, baby boy. Baby boy. All right, we're going to go Kawhi and then Ant. Yeah, so the way it works, right, is you win 10K. You win 10K, and that's like the min cash. Oh, no, please don't, Patrick. So the 10K was the min cash. So if I finish like in the bottom third of the Dawg Bowl live final, I won't win any additional money. It was like that was the 10K. They also send you 1K for travel. So I got a separate $1,000 just for travel. And that does not include the hotel because they already covered the hotel. So it's like 1,000 basically for flights. And they give you a +1 too to all of the events that you do. So that basically covered both me and my wife's flights. And then they cover the hotel while they're there too. So it's a pretty sweet deal. And then we get a suite. I think it's a suite for the Lakers-Pacers game on next Friday night. There's a yacht party Saturday evening. And then Sunday we'll draft and have a watch party at I'm assuming a bar or brewery or something like that. So really looking forward to it, man. They do it for the NFL too, and the NFL ones always look so sick. They did, I think last year they did an NBA one. I did not. Yeah, they did because I don't know why I said I think. They definitely did, and finished in third in that, which was brutal. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited just to get out of the freaking cold, man. Although, like, it got up to 40 degrees yesterday. I was ready to take my pants off. Like, that was the best. All right. So we got Ant Kawhi starts pretty fun. Jalen Johnson went 7. So that guy started Paolo JJ. The Board Apes Yacht Party. That's right, baby. Get your NFTs out. Let's switch up at your app shots. Regular season Randall pretty early there. Let's see if Magikarp hates LeBron. He does not. All right, so if we start looking at some options here, I honestly, I'm starting to think Amen might play. So I'm just going to go Amen and Filipowski here. And then if he doesn't, whatever, we swap the Reed Shepard. I kind of like this. I'm going to have a lot of Kyle. I'm going to have a lot of Kyle. Even though I don't really want to. I will. I will. I was trying to think if there was anything else I got to plug here while we're grinding away. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. We got 40-plus hoops tonight at 8 o'clock. Excited about that. It's also closer to my apartment than some of these, which is really, that's the real W. Because the worst is the train ride back after the game. When it's in the summertime, I bike to the games usually, but we've been bad this year. Although we get our point guard back tonight, I think, which is exciting. And I'm coming off a couple good shooting nights, so I'm hoping that continues. Why? I need to see the 3-ball fly, you know? I like when it just when I don't think about it. All right, Onyeka. All right, so Magikarp's an Onyeka believer tonight. Maybe I need to rethink that. I know it's a great spot against Washington. I guess I like it more if JJ misses. I'm just so confused by this Atlanta team now. It just feels like they should be so fantasy friendly, and it just feels like JJ is the only one that gets there. But maybe I need to open up my eyes. All right, come on. We'll wrap after this one. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry for the no-show yesterday. But trivia last night, too. People wanted to get out. It was packed on Tuesday night, and I was stuck there so late. I just had no voice. Trev says Kuminga back-to-back legacy games on them falls back to nothingness. Could be old cum bucket time. I don't know what to do with Kuminga, man. The 24 minutes is tough, because JJ only played 5, and Kuminga still only played 24 minutes. Does he get more than 24? If he only gets 24, we just saw his ceiling. And if he does that again, that's fine. Oh, Najee got taken. Gosh darn it, Magikarp. We'll go Renault. And listen, I think... Man, if Lowry played... No. I'm just going to do it. Let's take Maxime Renaud, and let's take Collier. I'll take 2 Pelicans. I'm just going to believe in Collier, man. And I know it's risky here. But the thing is, if this was 2 weeks ago, and we thought Keontae and Lowry weren't even going to play, or one of them, even just one of them misses, we would be like, oh my God, Collier's a smash. He's going to be going pick 19. But because he's had a couple of mid games, they haven't been doing it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Too much Collier. I don't know. Good luck out there. Excited for whoever punches their tickets here tonight. This is the last 2, right? Your last 2 tickets get punched tonight for the Dawg Bowl. Make sure you go check out Bagel with Locks. We'll be back tomorrow with the NBA bit. And with Live Before Lock. Enjoy. I was going to say enjoy the weekend, but that's tomorrow. Save that message for tomorrow. We'll see you next time.